why the true meaning of Christmas is a gift to manifest any desire. Today on Awakening with Amy. Hi, welcome. I'm Amy Valentine, certified life coach, hoping to awaken within you a mindset that you can be, do, and have any desire. And today is Christmas Eve. We're going to talk all things symbolism today to help you really unleash the gifts within you. This comes from one of Neville Goddard's books. It's called Your Faith is Your Fortune. And one of the chapters is titled Christmas. And he mentions in this chapter a lot of symbolism. I'm going to kind of get into it a little bit today so we can really, really just unpack who we really are. And when we do this, then we can understand how we're getting what we're getting and how to manifest what we truly want. So in this chapter, Neville points out a part of a quote that Jesus said in John 8:12, and it was, "I am the light of the world." Now, what was Jesus trying to tell us? So I looked up the actual whole verse, and this is it. "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life." Will have the light of life, will walk in the light instead of the dark, will know who they really are. And that's what Neville talks about, that the true gift of Christmas, the true meaning is awakening to who you really are. And that's what Jesus came to teach, that you are one with the Father, you are one with Source, you are the Creator. Because you are one with God. The creation is a manifestation of what you're doing, who you say you are, what you're doing within your imagination. And that's what Neville says. The I am is the Christ within you. It's the consciousness, who you are aware of being in any moment. And when we awaken to this is what Jesus was trying to teach us. This is the symbolism of Christmas, is when you awaken to that, that's the gift, to know who you really are, right? So that light within you, what you shine a light on, what you focus on, what you're imagining to be true, gets reflected out into the screen of consciousness, right? And it mirrors back. Whatever we're doing within, right, gets pushed out and reflected back to us. Remember, the universe is only ever now. God only ever says yes. It's only pure love. It's unconditional love. So that energy thinks that what we're focusing our attention on, right, is what we want more of. That's why it's so important not to resist or fight any unwanted circumstance, because then you're fighting against your own creation. And remember, the Creator is forever greater than any creation. The Creator, your consciousness of being, your awareness of being is forever greater, has the power, not the manifestations, not the physical reality, not the SP, not the conditions. All of those are malleable, and they're only temporary reflections of a story you're holding within your consciousness. And Jesus was trying to tell us in so many different ways, it's within you. The power is within you, right? And when you imagine with God, with that Christ consciousness, with the awareness of who you really are, now you're walking in the light and you manifest what you want. But when we get caught up, and we all do, we get caught up in the manifestations, we get caught up in the shadow and the darkness of life, thinking that's who we are, defining ourselves through the creations, right? telling ourselves, I am broke, I am unworthy, I need to fix myself, I need to change this circumstance or condition. Now we're fighting, right? We're resisting our own creations. So when we wake up to that, now we can redeem ourselves. It's like a rebirth, right? That's what Christmas is. It's a rebirth. Going within to your consciousness and knowing what I imagine to be true for me is what is going to become my life experience. So that's why Neville says that faith is loyalty to the unseen reality, meaning don't put your faith in what you've been, in past conditions, in what is. Don't put your faith in that. Don't believe in those as who you are. No, he's saying put your faith in the unseen reality. That's where your power is. And I think that's what Jesus meant too, right? Put your faith in the light, in the unseen, right? That faith is that invisible power, that perceiving power that manifests for you. Neville also said, make your inner conversations match fulfilled desire. Why? When you make your inner conversations, no matter what's going on out there, right? I don't care if the bills are piling up, those debt collectors are calling you, if you're not with the specific person that you want to be with, or if your job sucks, whatever they are, they have no power over you unless you give them that power. The Creator is greater. Always remember that. I am. Your I amness, your consciousness, your awareness of being is forever greater than any creation. And all those creations are temporary and moldable and changeable. With God, all things are possible, right? So when you make your inner conversations match God's will for you, what's God's will? Your highest ideal. You get to choose. God, that energy gave us free will to choose, right? That's why Paul said to the Corinthians, I die daily. We have to die to the old versions of ourselves that are no longer serving us, not by fighting them, not by fixing them, not by running away or avoiding them. No, by owning them, by honoring them, by shining a light and saying, that's not who I am anymore, but thank you for your service. Really, just really non-resistance, like Florence Scovel talks about the game of life and how to play it. She said the real secret is non-resistance, fearless faith, and love, right? All these spiritual teachers are telling us the secrets to creation, just all in different ways, right? And until it finally just clicks in and we start to really live by that and not get caught up in the shadows of life, right? So Source will open all doors for you as you align with that Christ consciousness, the higher thought. That's the gift, right? Seeing beyond the appearances of things, seeing higher than the appearances of things, right? So I want to read another quote. I just put my paper down. I lost my train of thought. I apologize. If you abide in me and my words abide in you, ask whatever you wish and it will be done for you. John 15:7. If that line is not the true meaning of Christmas, the Christ within, the resurrecting, that higher thought, our ideal, I don't know what is. If you abide in me, capital letters, higher thought, prosperity consciousness, fulfillment, remembering your fulfillment, your true nature is the gift of the Christ, of Christmas, of Jesus, the birth, the rebirth of the God within you. You're one with that love, and it's unconditionally loving you. So there's no reason to abide in the negative thought. It's all made up from fear. It's the ego's voice chattering away, telling you you're not one with your Creator, telling you that you're a victim of your circumstances. It's lying to you. It's telling you it's separating, edging God out, separating you from your source, your true nature. So we just have to remind ourselves every day, give ourselves the gift of love by loving our desire, right? God's will is the kingdom. right? Think from that fulfillment. You don't even have to get specific. God knows what you want. You can if you want. But if there's any resistance in there when you try to get specific, like, hey, I want $5 million in my bank tomorrow, there's a lot of resistance in that. Maybe not for some of you, but for me there is. Like, well, where's that? How's that going to happen? See, that's the ego creeping in. Telling you you're not enough, right? Saying you're not. I am not, which is really impossible. It's just an illusion, right? So we want to, this is how we align with that higher thought. This is how we light up what we desire instead of walk in the darkness, like Jesus says, and live in the unwanted reality, thinking we are those unwanted conditions. This is how we do it. We connect within to what we love. This is like an authentic, your authenticity, what you really love, that nobody else can tell you what that is, only you can, right? Imagine with your Creator, with God. Tell yourself, like Seth said through Jane Roberts, you create your own reality. There's no other rule. And what did Seth mean by there's no other rule? Meaning that's the law of being. That's how the universal forces work. And that's what Nikola Tesla told us too. If you want to understand the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, vibration, and something. Energy, vibration, and frequency, right? So that unseen reality. 3, this is really the true thing that unlocks anything in your life is gratitude. Thank you. Just say, thank you, Father. This was Neville's process. This is what he used the most. Thank you, Father, that you have heard me. I know you always hear me. You're putting your faith in that love, in that higher power, instead of putting your faith in the ego or the shadow, the illusion, the darkness, right? Or the fear. We don't do anything with the ego's voice. We don't have to do anything. We just let it chatter on because love is infinitely more powerful than any thought from fear. And that's all the ego voice says, that I can't be it. I can't do it. I'm not enough. It's just a thought from fear and it has no power. It's completely weak and it will literally dissolve back into love when we keep lighting up who we really are. So that is the true gift of Christmas. This is what Jesus, I believe, I think Neville was teaching it. A lot of people teach it. The true meaning of Christmas is going within to who you really are and reminding yourself of that I am consciousness. The power of your I am is immense. So focus that I amness on all the things that you love, no matter what the appearances look like. And have a wonderful holiday season. Have a wonderful Christmas, no matter what you believe in, because we're all one, right? We're all in this whole game of life together. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for liking and sharing the video and for subscribing. Our channel is growing and I'm so grateful and thankful. And we will be back next year. We might be taking a week or 2 off. I'm not sure yet, but stay tuned. We put a video out every Sunday. So until next time, give yourself the gift of Christmas and love everything. Take care.